What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you another almost a Digimon Adventure, Digimon Ghost Game episode review and recap. This is episode 19, known as The Witching Hour. And before I go any further, please give this video a like. Don't forget to comment what you thought of the video and what you thought of the episode, and give me a subscribe if you have not. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers. And if you are not new here, make sure you hit that notification bell right there next to the subscription button. That way you'll be notified of more videos just like this. And you know what? Go ahead and share this video. Yeah. Pardon me. So, I seem pretty nonchalant. Usually for the last couple of weeks I've just been, and, well, I've been defeated. They defeated me. So watch as I have some comments about Digimon that I've said before, but I have another declaration to make, and it's gonna be a good one. So we start off with a guy that's just walking down the street. I'm assuming he's talking to his wife. Probably not his girlfriend. He seems kind of older. His wife. He's on the phone. He has a briefcase. We get this nice little squeaky voice talking about, "Oh yeah, you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have fun? Let's go have fun. I'm gonna take you to places you can have fun." And suddenly it's this weird noise. Is that the same? It sounds just like the same voice, but it sounds like it's just making a bunch of noises. And suddenly these three digital rings come around the guy, and poof, he is gone. His bag and phone are left right there. Well, the main I don't even know if I can call it a B plot or C plot. I guess I'll call it the B plot. Whole B plot here is Gammamon wants to have a little bit more responsibility, right? Wants to go on his first errand. So Hiro gives him instructions, gives him a bag. If they ask you who you are, you tell them you're a hologram. I do yell at the end of this episode about this thing in particular, and I will get to that in the end, right? And so that's the whole deal. And he says, just call my name. If you call my name, I'll appear. Because Kiro's gonna hang back a little bit, let Gammamon figure it out. Gammamon wants chocolate. He wants his Psycho, but he can't call it Psycho. He has to call it chocolate because normal people don't call chocolate Psycho or champion or ultimate. He wants right. So this is a big thing for the group. Gammamon's growing up, and even Ruli says, Gammamon I'm sorry, he flew off. Ruli saying it's his first errand, and Angorma doesn't, he questions a bit. She says Gammamon wanted to go out alone, and Ruli suggested it. Feels like he's growing up, and Angorma's like, well, will it be okay? Hiro was worried about it too, but she says they already, you know, told him, for his story, just tell him he's a hologram, right? And Ruli's looking out at the sunset. She's like, man, the sunset's really intense. It's very important that you talk about the sunset, right? And Goromon said it kind of reminds him of the witching hour. And Ruli's kind of confused. The witching hour happens after sunset. That is not true. I will get into that in a moment. But it happens at sunset. You're more likely to encounter ghosts, monsters, and strange phenomena. And it's normally dark, so when you go out alone, is what he heard. So his voice is cutting in and out, and she can hear this Digimon's voice, and it's crazy. I remember saying to myself, I have a feeling that this is gonna be Piccolomon, because I didn't even remember any of the preview shots. Right, I tend to forget what the last episode was until I have to make myself think about it. But I said, yeah, I feel this might be Piccolomon. And I don't know how I even thought that up. That is Piccolomon right there, guys. But hold on, I'm gonna continue. It's kind of weird because she couldn't hear him. He was going in and out, and he really wasn't paying attention. But she hears the same thing. Hears the same squeaky voice that says, "Oh, we're gonna have fun, and then I can get my reward." It's supposed to be this bracelet thing. Now, there's a hanging plot here that apparently the Piccolomon. I'm just going to tell you it's Piccolomon. I'll show the picture in a minute. Piccolomon was told that if it gives them a good time, they'll give him the bracelets. Don't know where the hell he heard that from. Don't understand where the fuck he heard that from. Don't understand where in the F he heard that from. Yeah, I know I just went, so you know what I'm trying to say. But I just, whoever, man, whatever. So, and Goemon turns right as Ruli is disappearing and her bag falls. Now, Kirishiro and Jellymon are also following Gammamon on his first errand. And she's like, oh, they'll owe us one. And Kirishiro's like, I'm pretty sure Hiro is following him. Like, that's not how owing us one works. Why am I being pulled into this? He's saying. Kirishiro has grown on me, much how Zenitsu had grew on me from the first season of Demon Slayers. Kirishiro has grown on me. I totally understand his exasperations, and you know what? He has every right to be afraid in this show because it seems like every digital monster is a freaking menace. And I know I've said that before, but at this point, I'm fully vindicated in my words, and I'll get to that in just a slick second. So, Hiro is actually following him from up above, kind of watching down on him, and he hears the same sound, teleported away. Menaces, I'm telling you. I even wrote that in here. Menaces. So he's in a land with no cell reception, just like Ruli. It's pretty shadowy, right? This is giving off. Well, I'll tell you in a second. So there's little shadows and silhouettes all around. This is giving off Persona vibes. Persona 3, 4, and kind of 5, because there's just shadowy figures walking around in this world that seems like it's the reverse. Not the upside down. No. Just seems like it's the shadow world. And you hear about the witching hour, which in Persona, the witching hour canonically is after, it's between, I want to say it's between 3 and 5 a.m. It's either between 3 and 5 a.m. or between 4 and 6 a.m. I want to say 3 and 5 a.m. is the witching hour. That is legitimately what that's called. And yeah, it is called the witching hour because there's a moment. It seems like there's like an extra hour, at least in Persona, it's like an extra hour that no one sees because most people are asleep. In Persona, people were in coffins being protected against shadows. But in more conventional mythologies and mythos, witching hours between 3 and 5, 3 and 6 is that time where the veil of the, I'll just say spirit world, the veil is kind of lifted so there are different spiritual beings that can cross through. And it's actually, a lot of folks believe that during that time period around between October 15th to like November 15th or 16th, the gates to the other world are kind of open, so beings kind of just move in and out. It's kind of why Halloween is celebrated around the time. The Day of Remembrance is celebrated around that time. Dias, oh my God, I'm going to butcher it. I'm sorry, Spanish speaking people. I know it's Dias, I know it's Muerte, but is it De la Muerte? I think it's De la Muerte, Day of the Dead, which no, it's not on Halloween, people. It is after that, but there's like general not Halloween, general festives and holidays that are celebrated around that time. So that is my tidbit about witching hour and stuff like that. So she literally looks like a shadow word from Persona, especially Persona 4. Yeah, it's kind of like 4, but it seems like all three mushed together. Hiro sees a silhouette, and this big bulky silhouette just watch him. Sees her own silhouette. This thing's carrying an umbrella. She's in front of a building that does not exist anymore. Eventually, Hiro comes in front of the old Shinjuku station. I love that Shinjuku is just a vital part of Digimon, no matter what dimension or what season, if you will, because they are in different dimensions, except for seasons 1 and season 2. No matter where they are, and cross worlds and the hunters that go beyond time. But it's so interesting that Shinjuku plays a big part in Digimon. Meanwhile, Gammon's getting lost. Ruli and Kirishiro are hiding, still trying to find things. And here's the funny part. Now we're going back to Ruli and Hiro. They see their eyes on these shadowy beings. They're like, is this their future self? So this Digimon, let me just pull this up for you. It's on my phone. Now, the translation on the stupid sub thing kept saying Picklemon, because that's what it sounded like he's saying. The actual Japanese name for this guy is Piccolomon, or as we call him in the western parts of the world, Pixiemon. That's my buddy Piximon. I actually genuinely liked Piximon from every other season and every other show. I it's like they really like demonizing and vilifying certain Digimon are supposed to be good. Like Sister Moncilla is not supposed to be the crazy person that she was when it was that death race thing, and he is definitely a menace in here. I kind of prefer the English voice because it's not super squeaky. Let's read about this ultimate level Digimon, mind you. Very data, and this one he's data. He's gone between data and vaccine depending on which media. But this is a fairy Digimon that's fluent in magic. It can recite the advanced programming language of another dimension, allowing it to generate miracles with the appearance of magic. This miraculous Digimon is able to pop up in every place, time, and space. And Goromon says that anytime, any place it can pop up. Although its body is small, it can steal away the enemy's abilities with its own special ability and then pulverize the opponent with a mighty blow. With its mischief loving personality, it enjoys making computers run wild with this cherished spear. Fairy tale. That it always holds in its hand, although it holds no ill intent. Its special move is a super powerful bomb packed with computer viruses called Bit Bomb. Despite its appearance, it uses terrifying attacks. Now, here's the thing: it says the spear means no harm. It points the spear like plainly at Kirishiro and Gammamon and Jellymon, which is about to happen right now because Jellymon pops up when Gammamon is talking in front of Piccolomon, Piximon or whatever, because he got lost, and she's like, "Hey, you can't talk to strangers. Remember that." And it was looking for Kirishiro. Now, it's very important to note Gammamon calls Kirishiro Kyo. I think that's cute. Hiro. I like that. Anyway, it was looking for him. And it's like, yeah, I'll send you back, to a different time. You'll have fun, and I'll get my prize, right? I'll get the bracelets. Blashy, blashy, blah, blah, blah. So, where am I here? And it's Boy Spirit, and Goromon appears and says he knew it was him all along. And, he's going after the people with the bracelets. For whatever reason, he thinks that people are yelling and crying and having a good time. And Goromon's trying to tell him, bro, you are scaring the hell out of humans. They are not enjoying their time here. And it's super creepy on both ends because these beings are chasing after them now. Kiro is asking Piccolomon, when and where did you send them? He's like, I'll find out after I send you. And I'm sitting there like, what the F? So Gammamon asks if Hiro's there, and then Goromon tells him, you're scaring them. And he's like, it's fun to go to different times. And I wrote here, this is a legit crappy Piximon. Legit. Digimon are menaces. And he says, home is where you make of it. I'm sure everyone is the same. This whole misunderstanding thing, I wrote this in my notes. This misunderstanding thing with Digimon in this show is getting old now. It's so old. Every Digimon that comes through that kills and eats people and ruins people's lives and spirits them away and sends them against their will to places and just harming them for their own selfish wants and needs. I'm sorry. I'm over it. Like, this is why I said it beat me. It really beat me because I'm like, Digimon are like yokai. I like Japanese yokai. Some are good, some are bad, but you really don't want to come across them because a lot of times, unless they're your house deity, which it seems like these three have three house yokai with their partners. Unless they're your house yokai, a lot of the yokai mean you harm, and this is literally how they're acting. I don't know who signed off on this being the constant for this entire, at least first 20 episodes. Man, someone likes Ultimate Level Digimon, whoever produced this. So Hero's asking if this evil being is him. And this thing is smiling evilly with his own face. It's like, what? He's saying, and Piccolomon basically says to Kirishiro and the Digimon, yeah, once they're there long enough, they're gonna blend in. And I'm saying like, what? And that's what Kiro's like. They're gonna blend in. And Gammon still doesn't get that Hero's in danger. And Jellymon has to spell out for him, has to hold him by the face. Look, that guy is bad. Hiro's is someplace, and he might not ever come back. And he's like, never come back. And I'm like, there you go. Are you gonna snap like you did with when it came to Pokemon never ever coming back, which you still didn't understand, but you can understand Hiro may never come back. He's like, all right, you're a bad guy. I'm gonna fight you. Hiro's being choked by evil Hiro, which is so dumb that he's still trying to ask questions of this being that is literally evil, menacing, and is trying to take your form as a doppelganger. So Gammamon yells out for Hiro, and everybody's kind of looking like, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah, Hiro said to call for him, and he will hear me and he will answer me. Which, it seems misguided and a little bit cute, but it's a good idea. It's a good idea because that's kind of how the Digivices and the connection between Digimon work. I have no problem with this, and it actually did work because the Digivice allowed them to open up a rift in space and time. He calls Hiro to the point where Hiro calls him, and he calls out Gammamon. His vital bracelet slash Digivice brightens up, shines bright, opens up a rift. All of the crew is pulled through, save for Ruli, of course. And Kirishiro's already a complete shadow. This evil being sitting there with that evil smile. And Jellymon and Goramon and Kirishiro are like, are you okay? Amanana Wanakun, I don't remember his last name, but you okay? And Gammamon instantly knows the shadow is Hiro. He goes over and hugs him, which makes all the shadowy bits dissipate off of Hiro, and the evil doppelganger goes, he doesn't make the well, I think he does make the noise because him and Evil Ruli do make a noise. They both just make a noise and then evaporates into nothing, like dust in the wind. Pardon me, just trying to keep my light set up. There we go. Just like dust in the wind, just gone. Which is just like, I don't know why you guys just didn't look, saw the evil smile, and would figure to yourself, that's probably a bad guy. So, I like the Gammon's not dumb in this one. So, they gotta go get Ruli. And she's almost a shadow at this point, too. This is legit like Persona at this point. She can't run any further, and that doppelganger is getting closer. Now, Piccolomon is bitching and moaning that, they can't time travel without permission. And this means he's done it to other humans. He's admitted he's done it to other humans because you guys are planning to steal my gift because once I give you a good time, you're going to give me the bracelets, right? Who? So, before I forget, where did he get this information from? Because he only heard about the three of them after grabbing other humans and putting them in different points in time. Who has gone through and mentioned them? Has it been other tamers? Has it been other people like, yeah, those cool guys who saved us with the bracelets and the creatures and stuff? I don't know. But there's a plot device. There's a Deus Ex plot device in here that I abhor, and I can't wait to get to you. So he's like, you're supposed to give me that cool bracelet after you had fun, and he's like, you're gonna try to steal my prize. And Gammon's like, all right, Hiro, it's time to fly, right? He turns to the Battle Gammon, and Jellymon is like, you can't fly though. He's like, no, I can't. Don't worry about it. I'm like, alrighty then. So she turns into Tesla Jellymon with Kirishiro's help, of course. All three of our Digimon fly up because remember, Angoramon cannot digivolve without Ruli. And they're doing Sword Shot, Punishe, uh, and Goramon just doesn't attack, I guess. And Pixelmon does Big Bomb, not Bit Bomb, Big Bomb, and it pushes them away. Attack is too strong, and Hero's like, well, we need to combine our attacks and get them. So Tesla Jellymon and Tesla Jellymon and Beto Gammamon combine their attack. It's like electrical fire hits him, weakens him, to the point where Gormon comes in and smacks him with that ear, and like, give me back Ruli, fool. And I appreciate that. I like how he's not this learned, soft spoken Digimon. I like that he's like, yo, you took my partner, you took my friend, give her back. So Ruli's almost full shadow now. This thing is holding on to her shoulders, pushing her up against the wall. And she calls out to Angoramon, just like he's thinking of her. Her bracelet glows yellow, shines bright, opens up another rift, and I think it's Hiro. It might have been Hiro or Kirishiro. One of them says, "Grab onto him." So they grab onto him. Blink. They're sent to the time and place that she is. He's there. He already knows this Ruli that's smiling evilly is not her. Goes up and hugs his Ruli. That shadow mist comes off of her, and the other one's just man. They were making small grunting noises too while they were taking their personalities, which is weird because Ruli was running so it wouldn't touch her, but they were still taking parts of them the longer they were still in there. This is some real Doctor Who shit. Kind of reminds me of the Weeping Angels episode with Rory and who's Karen Gillian's character? Oh wow, I can't believe I forgot Karen Gillian's character, but I remember Rory. Yeesh. But it's like the Weeping Angel stuff with them sending you to a different time when they absorb your time for them to live longer or eat or whatever. And so now now this freaking Digimon goes, "Oh, you guys are trying to steal from me. You're trying to take. You know what? I got a good idea. I'm gonna go back in time and make sure you don't exist." Flat out evil. That's flat out evil. Just flat out evil. You're gonna kill you as you're a baby. Just or make it so your parents don't meet, or just in terms of Digimon, just get rid of you. Again, this is evil. There is no gray area in this. This is evil. The big bad of Digimon Adventure 2020, that whole plan stopped everything from existing. This is evil. I'm going to say that again. This is evil. So he says he'll start with Gammamon. This goes back to his past. And they're all like, dang, he can go anywhere. And what can we do? He comes back, beaten the heck up, smoke coming up. And he's like, who are you? What are you? Like, I got to see your future. I need to see what you become. So, does a little twirling stick thing again over here, this guy. Goes to the future, comes back. He's like, you're so amazing. You're so awesome. I want to be your best friend. I want to be friends with you. Yep. This is how we're going to get our problems solved. Through friendship. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that Angoromon digivolve into Sambra or Samba? Samba Angoromon. Because he's like, really, it's time to evolve. And yeah. So yeah, he wants to be their friend, and they're like, "Get us back home, please. Get us back to the time that we belong." He's like, "Yeah, sure." And the hero's like, "Yeah, and return all the people that you took back to their time too." He's like, "Yeah, anything for my best friend." So now at this point, everybody, we go back to the B plot that was disguised as the A plot of Gammamon going into the grocery store. Hiro standing outside. He has the chocolate. They're laughing and stuff with Piccolomon. Kyo is exhausted, as he should be, because this was not what he signed up for. And Gormon says the thing of, you get bored of beautiful sunset in 3 days. You get used to restless sunsets in 3 days. You can't enjoy one without the other. And this time, really understood what he meant, because she was like, man, I'm glad it's nighttime. So, yeah, this is a really good one. You know, working hard. The good comes with the bad. Now, don't know how this applies to the villain of this story, but it is an interesting tale. Next one's the theme park BS. Looks like a dark, evil Bergermon. Don't care. How dumb are people in this world that, like, are the holograms like Kaiba Corp holograms, where, like, they're solid state, so you can smell and you can touch them? Like, for him to be like, oh yeah, I'm a hologram. Give me this food. Do they think it's a drone that's carrying the bag? More of this needs to be explored in this land of museums that have tech stuff and advertisements that have these holograms that get right in your faces, Back to the Future 2 type stuff. You need to flesh out what dimension of Earth or what time period of Earth this is, because just saying like it's super advanced, okay, but can holograms touch things? Because then you guys mentioned hologram ghosts that go awry, but you're not. And what's the goal in this show, right? Like with Pokemon, it felt like a goal. Like Pokemon's like, yeah, I'm trying to learn more about what's going on here, and I can teach you guys about the stuff that even Gorman doesn't know about. I can teach you about what's going on over there, the bridging process, how we hide ourselves. I can be. He was a huge asset, and he seemed like he had goals. Like the goals are, let's figure out what's going on. Let's figure out why Digimon are crossing over. We can make the best of this and just smooth some things out. It's just episode to episode now where it's like, hey, we heard about that thing that happened. Let's go check it out. Meanwhile, one person has a B plot over here, and meanwhile, the other person kind of wants to do something. There's no real direction for this. Yes, I'm saying that this show has definitely defeated me because I can't even give it a two. Like, give it a two, I would have to be hyped and upset. No, it's for this show, and I have to remind that I always grade a show based on its best of the best of its episode. Sometimes I sometimes I judge it based on its peers. Like for a series like Digimon, I can sometimes I look like, well, this one show did a really good thing. So I'm kind of negating points for that, but a lot of times I judge the show based on itself, flat out. This is an average episode of Digimon Ghost Game. It is definitely a 3 out of 5. I'm just tired of you had one legitimate bad guy with Felismon, which you could have made the last 5 episodes after him about him amassing a bigger army of different devilish dark Digimon that other than the Boogiemons, he just other Digimon. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go grab this stuff over here. We're gonna get that over there. Turn her to stone. I like how her feet look. He seems like he's into stuff like that. Yeah, it's so I don't know. And I'm gonna be flat out honest, and this is the thing I said earlier. We saw that Black Agumon, right? If there ever appears a human person that is like Digimon ruin lives, they should not be here and they shouldn't exist. I cannot find myself going against them unless you better have him be the biggest bully to Gammamon, because Gammamon is holding this show together with his cuteness. The Deus Ex moment of going, I'm gonna get rid of you first. Go to his past. Go back. Oh man, what are you? That is so lame. We've already seen Ghoulish Gammamon. We already don't know where he's come from. We already don't know where Hiro's father found him either, and why he's like, yeah, no, treat him like a little brother. I don't. We didn't need a Digimon that deserves to be destroyed. In all honesty, just him and Cherrymon both deserve to just be gone because Cherrymon ate people, and this guy ruined lives. Him, Petermon, Cherrymon. Then let's talk about the ones that almost killed people, like Yatagaramon. Love Yatagaramon, but I'm sorry. Yatagaramon, Sirenmon, Mummymon was the first. Fine, whatever. Pumpkinmon was the first that truly scared the crap out of people. Fine. Clockmon, they had to beat him up to reform him. That is how you do it. And yeah, I am going back, kind of comparing it to the other seasons where it's like, okay, well, we have a defined villain here, and this is all about us coming together. And in season 3, amazing character development is like the digital world is a rough place. It's dog eat dog out there. Sometimes you got really nice ones. A lot of times you got really bad ones. Season 4 was a legend story unfolding. Not every, Digimon were in it for themselves, but not everybody was, trying to ruin people's lives. Season 5 we have a data squad. It's like, hey, these guys accidentally came over here. We're gonna send them back. If they don't want to go back and they want to fight, we'll fight you and we'll end you. But we're just trying to make peace. You can go back. You want to join us? Cool. I think season 6 and 7 were Cross Wars and the war and the Tamers that led through time. Which there was a war going on. Then there's battles going on. And we already know about Digimon Adventure 2020. I already covered that on my channel. Go back and watch the videos. I have most of, if not all of them, in a playlist. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Just kind of brought me to the point where I can't even be mad anymore. This is common for it. So 3 out of 5. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section down below. Are you with me? Are you on my side when you say I can't wait for that one guy to show up and be like, I'm sick of these things. I bet you that'll be one whole episode too. I'm sick of these things, and they beat him in one episode, reluctantly. Like, stop winning with flukes. Actually fight. Eh. But please don't forget to hit that like button. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, trying to get to 200 subscribers. And don't forget to hit the notification bell if you are not new here. Share the video while you're at it so others can see what a great time we're having. Well, great time we're having with discussions. I give you information, and I hope you receive it, and I hope that it's all correct. I encourage anybody that if I'm saying something wrong, leave a comment every time, and I will respond to you. Just be respectful. As always, thank you for taking some time out to spend some time with me. Please be good, be blessed, wash your hands, wear a mask, be safe out there. It's getting crazy, you all. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. Seriously. Spread some niceness and some smiles around, all right? And I will definitely see you guys next time.